welcome back. So today we're going to do some modifications to the new solar install. We have a problem, and now I talked about this in the last video, and that is to do with the solar panel strings. Now originally we had 8 panels on the string, and I thought we could maybe extend it out to 9 panels. And what I didn't account for was that the new panels are actually slightly more powerful than the old panels. So the new panels here, rather than having 8 panels on a string, we have 9, and we need to keep the voltage under 450 volts because of the Victron charge controllers. And everything was going fine until we hit peak power at about 14.5 kilowatts, 14.5 kilowatts of power. I'll put a screenshot of it here. And you can see one of the strings actually got up to 441 or 442 volts. I think the maximum we got up to that day was 444 volts, which is starting to get a little bit dodgy. And you know, if we hit 450 volts, which I'm sure we would on a sunny day in the middle of winter, because if you didn't know, the colder solar panels get, the more efficient they are, believe it or not. So if it gets to like -2 or 3, then we've probably got a problem. So what we're going to do today is we're going to take off 3 panels, so 1 panel per string, and bring it back down to 8 panels per string. So it's typical, isn't it? We're doing it today on a really, really sunny day. Although we couldn't have done it yesterday because it was pouring with rain. So I had to wait for a break in the weather. And of course, when there's a break in the weather, that's usually when it's sunny. So hopefully it shouldn't take us long. I'm guessing it should only take us about half an hour to get those panels disconnected and then reconnect them back up. What I am going to have to do is do a complete shutdown of the system. So the first thing I'm going to do actually, as soon as Jude arrives, is jump into the plant room. I'm going to turn off actually both charge controllers just to be safe. So I'll turn off the charge controllers, which removes the load from the solar panels, because a lot of you were very worried about me connecting and disconnecting solar panels in daylight. Well, that's fine as long as you're not pulling a load. So if you're not pulling a load, it's okay. So I will turn off the charge controllers first, then I will disconnect them from, I would shut the breakers off in the combiner boxes, and then we will disconnect them. And it's not wet up there, so that's good. And then we can get those panels removed, and then I'll reconnect the cables as quickly as possible. So the first things first, I need to go and make Jude a cup of coffee just before he arrives. He usually likes a coffee to get him going, and then we can get up on the scaffolding tower and start getting things sorted out. Well, first bit of sun we get, and I've got to take the panels down, you know. Time to shut down the solar system. I'm just going to shut down the entire system just to be on the safe side. We're actually very high current at the moment, you see, so we're drawing about 11 kilowatts from the solar panels at 9 in the morning. So I'm just going to shut down all of the solar, and then the house will run on batteries. There we go. So let's just see. Yep. Okay. So solar's all shut off. Let's go to the garage and switch off the combiner boxes just to be safe. Okay. So let's turn everything off. So now the solar panels are not drawing, we're not drawing any current from the solar panels. So now let's go and disconnect panel number 9 from string 5 and 6. Well, just as well we hadn't packed up the scaffolding tower. We still had the roof ladders on the roof, and the tower was still up, so it's not too bad, is it? I'll give that back to you, so then we don't lose it. Oh no, it's still connected.
Oh, fuck, I forgot there were 2. Why are there 2? That doesn't make sense, does it?
Yeah, there's one on the end here, and then there's one here. Yeah, negative and positive. Right, I've got it.
Oh, you get.
Oh, is that the Allen key? Right, now we're using a screwdriver to do that because the tool, the MC4 connector tool that we've got, didn't seem to work for disconnecting them. I don't know, for the panels anyway. Right, you just hold that there. Just whilst that's there, I was going to plug it back in so we don't have no moisture can get in or anything. So, there we go. And we'll tidy that up later. Right. Did you want to? Yeah. Did you want to go down and then?
Check it out.
Okay. Right. You got it? So I wanted to include this footage of the head cam just to kind of give you a perspective of kind of like what it's like taking these panels down. And Jude and I have really got a system in place now for either putting panels up or taking them back down again using this scaffolding tower. And I'm so pleased, I actually purchased the tower. It was a massive investment actually, but it was well worth it, because what we've actually done is I bought one big long tower, and then I got 2 sets of wheels for it, split the tower in half, and then we've got this kind of 2 tower system where we can slowly lower anything down or put anything up on the roof, including the roofing panels. Actually, this is exactly how we put the very long heavy roofing panels on the roof and timbers and everything, using this kind of like 2 tower system. But yeah, it works incredibly well, and I definitely recommend it if you're putting panels up on a roof or putting anything heavy up onto a roof. It works incredibly well. Now, one other thing that has been really useful actually is the solar rails. And for strapping on my safety harness. Now, I tried lots of different safety harnesses, things with retractable lines, and I got Jude to put some connectors on the top of the roof that I could hook onto. But actually, what we have here is with my safety harness works really well, just clipping onto the solar rails or even onto the ladder. And it's great because it has two kind of carabiners, so you can take one off and then you're still connected to another one, so you're still very safe. So that has been the best safety harness system I have found so far, with the 2 kind of carabiner, I don't know what you call it, safety harness system. So that has worked really well and given me so much more confidence when I'm on the roof to be able to do stuff, because without the safety harness it's just so dangerous. So thread on that one, buggered. Well, we've got to take it off anyway because we don't need it, but yeah, is it loose enough? Yeah, right. Another one bites the dust. Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Had a couple of people asking, why aren't you using an impact driver to undo them? I was saying, we tried that.
Yeah.
There you go. Yes, very much so. Why don't we use an impact driver? Sorry, I didn't explain what actually happened. So we took 2 impact drivers up on the roof with us when we first put the panels up. And then we very quickly realised with the impact driver, it's so easy to over torque things. You have unless you have some sort of torque setting, but it's you don't need to do these up very tightly, and it's far easier to just use an Allen key, and then you know exactly how tight you've tightened things up. Yeah, you got it? Oh, bloody hell. Sorry.
Take me to release you.
Yeah.
Please release me. I don't think it's cable tied. We'll find out in a minute.
No.
Alright, let's have it down then. Let it down a little bit more and I can hold it. There you go.
Yeah.
Oh, it is cable tie.
Is it?
Must be.
No, I think it's hooked up on something. No, that's it. That's it.
Behind the roof, behind the camera.
Oh, bloody hell.
Right.
I would love to know how many accidents safety equipment has actually caused.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Tripped over the safety harness.
I have hit someone in the head with a hard cap before.
I couldn't stay, I got a taste of all I ever wanted, it's too late. You're in that place, it's such a waste, look what you have done, I gotta wait. I couldn't stay, I got a taste of all I ever wanted, it's too late. You're in that place, it's such a waste, look what you have done, I gotta wait. I couldn't stay, I got a taste of all I ever wanted, it's too late.
So I just want to talk about solar rails for a minute. A lot of people, when we installed the system, asked, why are we using solar rails? Because you can actually use little clamps which clamp over the ridge on the metal, and then you just screw them in, and then you have 4 of the clamps per kind of like solar panel, and you don't have rails, and that's fine, and it is slightly cheaper to do it that way. Firstly, I couldn't find anyone in France that sold them, but the most important part about it actually was, the thing I found in hindsight is having the rails on the roof makes everything so much easier, because you can literally climb up the rails a bit like a ladder and also hook on the safety harness and everything else. So yeah, definitely recommend rails if you're putting a solar system in on your own. Can you do that top one there?
Huh? Yeah, it's done.
Oh, that one's done, is it? Yep. Okay. Right, are we ready?
Yeah.
Oh.
Alright, I'll go. You got it?
Yeah, I've got it.
What you meant was another.
Need tethered tools for this job. Butterfingers. Oh, it's just there. Okay, must be a nightmare if you're working on a sort of 10-story building or something. End up implanted in the lawn, wouldn't it? Skyscraper. Right, ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Right, holding it there. You got it, you got it.
Lower away.
Just unclip. Right, I'll come down. Tricky doing this. Got another level. Oh! Oh! Need to get a tool belt. Okay, time to turn everything back on. Right, let's get everything switched on. Boom, already making voltage. Excellent. So, oh, we're still doing 12 kilowatts, 11 kilowatts. So, interesting. Obviously, we're probably generating a little bit less power. 3 panels. 3 panels removed from the system, but we're still pulling in 10 kilowatts, and it's about 10 in the morning, so not bad. How about I come up and then I can take the bolts from you?
Yeah, am I cutting these off or not?
What, the bolts?
Yeah, the rails.
No, no.
Just leave them.
Just leave them, yeah. Yeah, unfortunately, we cut the head off those, didn't we?
Yeah.
So we've been left with a small hole here. So what we're going to do is put a rubber grommet there and a roofing screw and a metal cap over that. So it'll be completely waterproof and you won't be able to see it from the ground. So we're putting a wall plug in because these screw holes are quite big. So, and the roofing screws we have are smaller. Really? Are those really going to stay on for 20 years?
Well, I doubt it.
Oh, right, okay. Well, we finally finished. We finished taking those panels down. We've packed up the scaffolding tower. I've reconnected everything up and I've switched the system back on. Now, believe it or not, we're actually getting right now 16 kilowatts of solar, which is amazing. It actually peaked up to 17 kilowatts very, very briefly, but then went back down to 16. We've been at 16 kilowatts for about the last hour, which is pretty incredible. Even though we've removed those panels. Now we put the panels in the barn along with the older panels that we have, and our next job is going to be putting those panels on the back of our house so that we can have a separate array which picks up the late afternoon sun and evening sun, particularly in the winter. Now, if you've got any suggestions on how we should do that, whether I haven't actually purchased another charge controller yet, so we're going to need some sort of charge controller, whether that's a Victron, I don't know. Let me know your thoughts. I could buy another Victron charge controller. I'm kind of leaning more towards that way, or I could get a grid tie inverter. Let me know your thoughts on that, and I'll discuss that in the next video. But in the next video, Jude and I are going to crack on with getting the roof prepared for putting the solar panels on the back of the house. Now, bearing in mind this is like a 300 or 400 year old roof with oak timbers and everything, so it's going to definitely require a little bit of reinforcement. But that's all coming up in the next video. Stay tuned. Thanks for all your comments. I do read every single one of your comments. It really inspires me to make more videos, and yeah, I'll catch you next time.